Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Phantasy Star Online Episode 2! This is Gilbert, and this is part 18 or something like that. So, you probably noticed I went ahead and leveled up a little bit. You see, I tried the boss a couple times, and I died to one of its moves, which is a stomping attack, which just did enough damage to kill me in one hit from full health. And basically, when a boss has a move that can kill you in one hit from full health, you can't beat that boss. You pretty much, you have to start over, well, not start over, but you have to go and level up. So that's what I did. I went and I leveled up, and at first I only got one level because I figured, okay, I have some armor that I can use in one level, and I'll get that level, I'll put on that new armor, and then I'll be safe, right? Wrong! I went through, I spent quite a while doing it because I didn't go to episode 1 to do it. I stayed in episode 2 on normal, and I went through, and I had to go through, you know, previous areas like the spaceship and stuff to get my level, and it was such a pain in the ass to do. Okay, I want to be full health, and I went through all that, and I got my one level because I was way far away. Ooh, close. Close, but I can survive it. And that's the important part. So 204 damage is what it's doing to me now, which I had over 204 HP when I was fighting him the first time. But okay. Right. Yeah, sometimes it'll look like he's about to do the stomp attack, and instead he's actually just going back up. Oh, crap, I didn't realize I was on the edge. Anyway, after doing all that, he was still able to kill me in one hit, and I was so disappointed because I'd spent... It takes a long time, because I needed to get like 3,000 or so experience to get my level, and it did not go well. So I quit for the day then, and I went back and I leveled later, and I did not find this double saber that you see me using. I decided to transfer it from my from the character that this one is a clone of, and just borrow it, which is simple enough to do. You don't, I mean, as I've said, you don't have a, you know, general bank for all your characters, but in multi mode, you know, you can trade items between characters, and so that's what I did. I loaded up I got a second controller, loaded up multi mode, and just chose both characters before, or just chose both characters, went and dropped the item, picked it up with the other one, and that was it. Anyway, I'm back here now, fighting this boss again. I'm glad he can't kill me in one hit. Little late, but this is Gal Griffin. Sort of a dragon-style fight, even though Gal Griffin is not a dragon. But the fight is sort of similar to those. He likes to fly around a lot. I suppose it's not too similar. It's sort of like fighting a bull, really. And, yeah, likes to fly around. Oh yeah, I see. Here's his breath sort of attack, which is easy enough to avoid, obviously. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna have to heal. Ouch. I did not mean to use a diemate there. Dang it, I used a diemate for 5 hit points or something like that. I wasn't paying attention to the exact number. But man, did I just waste. Oh well. I'm not gonna worry about it. I mean, at this point, you've seen all of Galgriffin's attacks, so there's no real point in going over them, but this fight brings to light one of the problems with this game, and that is scaling. I mean, at least with episode 2. You know, I went through the central control area without any problem whatsoever. I was more than a high enough level to beat the enemies there. But then I get to the boss. Oh, and the boss is dead. I get to the boss and I can't freaking touch it. Well, I mean, I was able to attack it, but I kept dying. So, what the hell, Sega? Why is the area so easy and then the boss so hard? It's just a very awkward difficulty curve, because trust me, when we go to the next area, the enemies are going to go back down to being easy again. You know, they're not going to be a big deal, and more than likely, I'm going to go through the next area, which is called the seabed, and I'm going to get to the boss, the final boss, mind you, and I'll play it, and the final boss will be able to kill me in one hit again, so I will have to, once again, stop, save and quit, go over to episode 1, gain some levels, come back, try the boss again, and see what happens. So, yeah, expect me to jump another group of levels toward again before the final boss. I expect I'll have to. Let's see here.
Iris? This is the lab. Ellie here. I can't believe you killed that huge monster. Good job. I'm impressed. I was so nervous watching you over the screen. Phew. Anyway, the lab will proceed with the data analysis on the creature. Please report through the teleporter, or return through the teleporter, not report. Blah.
Alright, let's see if I can... It's hard to believe such a huge altered beast wasn't found before. We need you to continue with the mission. We pulled an unknown set of coordinates from the teleporter you used to get to the cliffs. The last known coordinates from the cliffs teleporter, the coordinates with some highly unusual photon readings, and the origin of that transmission. All 3 coordinates are in the same area. These coordinates are under the island in the seabed. There's no doubt that there's some sort of facility there. Hunter Iris, please continue with the mission. Alrighty.
Have you heard of... Have you heard...
Whoa, what the hell happened? My voice just completely is disobeying me.
Have you heard about the facility on the seabed? I never imagined that such a large research facility would exist in a place like that. According to the reconnaissance, unlike the one on the surface, this facility was built only for research and development. It's so large, it's almost a factory. I imagine that there were a lot of researchers working inside it too. But we haven't seen any signs of life anywhere. But being pessimistic won't help. Cal has calculated the exact coordinates, so I've entered them into the teleporter. Good luck.
I have a feeling I completely fudged that voice there. Altered beasts are found both altered beasts are found both in the underground mining site and the seabed facility. and both were secretly constructed by Pioneer 1. Could an experiment have caused this outbreak of mutant life forms? Zap Brenniken thinks, I wonder if the chief knew about the existence of this facility. No, she couldn't have. Yeah, so basically, you know, you kind of get the quests and like the story of the capsules from Red Ring Rico from episode 1 and the quests in episode 1. Basically, I mean, they outright tell you that there was a whole conspiracy on this little trip to Ragall here. That everything... Oh, jeez, I don't have any money. That everything was not exactly on the up and up when it was suggested that you come here, or when this planet was chosen. It basically sounds like they knew from, or at least certain people knew from the beginning that Falls was here, that this alien spaceship was on this planet. And despite the danger, they decided to come here anyway because they wanted to try and benefit from it in some way. Okay, so here's a change in this version of the game. Actually, no, I think this came about in version 2. But they changed it so that all rare weapons now will only sell for 10 Meseta. It used to be that they'd sell for a lot of money, and I mean a lot of money. I mean, it was very easy to max out your Meseta. And in fact, honestly, changing them to cost 10 Meseta does not make it any harder to max out the amount of Meseta you have in your bank and on you. I mean, it takes longer, but I'm already at a point where I don't have to worry about money. I mean, I'm pretty set, you know? Alright, let's see here. Buy some of those. Let's see. I know this part hasn't been too entertaining. And you know what? There's something... Yeah, I decided to store my old items, except for my gun, in here, because the gun is still useful, while these, I mean, as long as I have the double saber with me, are not so much. I was actually hoping when I was leveling up this character to find a double saber on my own on this character, because I was playing through on hard mode and I went to the mines. And in this version of the game, double sabers will drop from either the Barber Ray on hard mode in episode 2, or from a Garand's in the mines on hard mode. So I figured, I figured, hey, I have a better shot of finding one in the mines because, you know, I'll run into multiple Garand's and have multiple chances of getting it, versus trying to get the drop from Barber Ray, where, you know, I have to go through the entire temple area, and then I have a shot at, I have one shot at maybe getting it. But, and you know, there's something else. Yeah, seabed, upper levels. I'm not going to start that yet. And you know, there was something while I was going through I wanted to mention, and I can't remember what it was. Well, here's something. So it used to be that rare weapons would look like, or special weapons I should call them, had the same orange box that regular weapons did, like the slot gun, except when you went over it, it'd be in all caps and it would say in blue letters, it'd have some question marks and it'd say special weapon, and it would still have the symbol of what type of weapon. So if it was a gun or a cane or a rod or whatever, you know, or a sword, then it would have that symbol next to it, so you knew what type of weapon it was. But they've changed that now, so now you can tell by sight. It has this weird red and gray look to it now instead. So that's something that's new. And I think What the hell did I want to talk about? I can't remember. Anyway, Double Saber's awesome. Sorry I didn't mention it sooner. But I will see you guys next time when we will take on the seabed upper levels, or we'll begin taking on the seabed, and head for the final boss, which I likely will not be able to beat when I get to him. I could barely beat Gal Griffin, which I know it doesn't seem like I could barely beat him, because I beat him in just a few minutes, but I can guarantee that the final boss of the game is going to be able to one-shot me again, so I'll have to quit again and go level up, but in the interest of keeping things interesting, I'll wait to do that and go through the level when I'm lower, go through there when I'm lower level and I'm not killing everything in 2 shots. Well, with the Double Saber I probably will be anyway, but that's not important. See you later, guys.